All right. What is up, everyone? Today we're here with Jamie Leigh from Sequester 7.0. Jamie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I mean, I'm upset that you got out so early on. I mean, ENTJ personality, catching. I mean, how do you feel?
Um, how do I feel about? I don't even know what that was. How do I feel about getting eliminated so early?
Yeah.
Not too good. I mean, I made it to top 9 on catching Kelsey, so out of 50 people, and I couldn't even make it to top 2 with 16 people. Or I did make it to top 2. I couldn't make top 3. Or I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so before we talk about your gameplay, we're going to talk about how you got involved with Sequester. So, have you watched past seasons of Sequester? Have you watched Big Brother, Survivor? Talk about that.
So what I did originally was I watched like the very last episodes of the Sequester past seasons, and just to see like what the games were, so I would be ready. And I mean, how did I hear about Sequester? Audrey sent me a message on Facebook, and I was auditioning for Big Brother, and I was like, honestly, will this hurt my chances of getting on Big Brother? Because if it does, then I don't want to do it. And she's like, oh, no, it won't. It might actually help you. Like, I'm not sure, but it definitely won't hurt your chances. And I was like, okay, well, then, yeah, I'm in. I'm down.
I mean, because we've seen Tiffany go on Sequester, then go on Big Brother.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing that everyone's like, oh, now let's Sequester. It's pretty cool because, like, someone got on Big Brother for just doing Sequester.
Exactly.
So it doesn't hurt your chances. I think, if anything, it does help a lot.
Yeah, so fingers crossed.
Okay, so you found out you're getting on this show, Sequester. When you watched the bio videos, did you have any good vibes with people? Were you just, like, negative about, like, talk about that?
Yeah, so when I watched the bio videos, there were a couple people that stood out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get on this show so I can work with these people. And then, of course, there were some videos that I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to mesh well with that person. Videos that stood out to me were definitely Chris's video, just because he seemed like just like a bros bro, and he seemed like he worked out a lot, and then he also seemed just very like villainous, and I was like, I could use that to my advantage. And then Victor's video stood out because he does like male versions of pageantry, and I was like, I do pageants, so we might be able to work together. And then Brian's video stuck out just because he's so smart and he's got a high IQ or match my IQ, even though it's like if you watch Jeopardy, you can pretty much get a high IQ on that test, which is probably why I did so well on that test, because I watched Jeopardy every night. But I guess those 3 videos stuck out the most to me. And then I guess videos that I didn't really like mesh well with was Carly's, just because she kind of like the first 3 seconds she was on the video, she was just kept saying negative things about herself, and I was just like, oh, like I hate that the way people do that. Like, you should be pumping yourself up, not tearing yourself down. And then Kelly's video, I was just like, we get it, you drink and make wine, like I understand. But I actually ended up really liking Kelly in the game, but I mean, her video I just really didn't like.
Okay, so after the bios, you're like on the show. It's the first night. Talk about your who you paired with.
I was paired with Dalton.
Dalton?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you feel about Dalton being paired with him?
Okay, so originally when I first was going, before I even went into the game, I had a top 6 that I wanted to work with, and that was. And I had them in order. Like I knew who was first, who was second, who was my third priorities. And then I had people who I wanted to get out, and I knew first person I want to get out, second person I want to get out, and third person. And then once the third person's out, I'd go from there. So Dalton was actually in the top 6 that I wanted to work with. So I was like, thank the Lord that he's my partner. So yeah, I was really excited to work with Dalton.
Okay, so talk about the competition. So did you, I forgot, did you actually duel anyone or?
No, nobody told me. thank gosh, like nobody picked me.
You were safe, right? You were safe the whole night too.
I was safe.
Okay, so you find out that you're safe, and now a whole bunch of people are voting. And it's a tie between Chris and totally forgot her name. Carly, sorry. Chris and Carly, CC. It's a tie between them.
Yeah.
And now they asked to revote again. So who did you vote out? Did you vote out Chris or did you vote out Carly?
Carly.
And you voted out twice, right?
Yeah, I wasn't budging.
So you didn't want to switch because you wanted Carly out, like hardcore?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you find out you have a 1 in 6 chance of leaving.
Yeah.
And then Hannah.
Wheel, thank goodness. If you know, I mean, I don't know if you noticed this, but the wheel, like my name was underneath Hannah's name. And it was slowly going, and I was like, oh my God, stop. And it did, thank goodness. But poor Hannah, like, oh, man.
Yeah, Hannah just got screwed in the first time. That was really bad.
Yeah, but you know what? So when I told you that I had my first person I wanted out, second person, third person. Carly was the first person I wanted out from the get-go. Like, so I was not going to budge on that at all. And Chris was actually my number 2 person in the game that I wanted to keep as my priority. Michelle was first, Chris was second. So I was like, first night when they were throwing out Chris's name, I was like, if Chris goes home, this is really going to screw up my whole entire plan. So I have to try and switch the vote. And it was nothing towards Carly. It was like, I have no like dismise towards her or anything like that. I really do like the girl. She's so sweet and so nice. But I mean, at a game standpoint, she's too soft and too sweet, and she's just too nice. And I mean, even when she was eliminated, she even said in an after interview that she was crying the whole night. Like when she got, and I was like, girl, you can't even be like that. It's like a game. You don't really know these people. Like, don't be crying, shedding tears over someone you don't really know that well. So, I mean, when the votes came down to Carly or Chris, it was just like, okay, I knew that I was the reason why Carly's name was out there. And actually, to be honest, whenever Dawn and I got back into a room together, Dalton's like, hey, they're throwing Chris's name around. I don't want Chris out. I was like, thank God, because I don't want Chris out either. He's like, okay, so what's the next move? I was like, Carly. He's like, good. I don't like Carly. Like, she's been giving me a weird vibe. Like, let's do it. And I was like, okay, who do we need to get on board with it? And we're like, and then Chris pops in the room. He's like, hey, guys, what's going on? I was like, honestly, we don't want you out. He's like, okay, Jamie, go talk to Casey because Casey likes that you've been liking his tweets on Twitter or something. I was like, okay. And he's like, he'll switch the vote for you. I was like, okay, here we go. So then that's when I went to Casey. And I don't know to this day if Casey switched his vote or not. But Hannah said in an after interview that she did not vote Chris out. She voted Carly. Or, I mean, she voted Chris out, not Carly. So, I mean, I think Casey's playing a good game.
Secret liar.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I'm echoing. Wait. Okay, so moving on to cycle 2, you find out you have a double elimination.
Yeah.
Doubles are the worst ones to get out, I'll be honest.
I know.
Being a victim of a double elimination, trust me, it's bad. So talk about, okay, so the big topic of discussion the night before was Chris and Carly. So talk about how it went from Chris to Carly to you. And then Sam's name was also thrown out.
Okay, so this is what it was. Because I had done such a good job, apparently, like flipping the vote towards Carly, and then Hannah went home, that raised a flag to Sam, who was like, oh my God, if she can go ahead and flip the vote this easily, imagine what she would do down the line. And then in my head, I'm thinking, whoa, Dawn already wanted to vote out Chris. So honestly, the only vote that we flipped was Casey. So it's like, I really didn't mastermind and do anything wrong. I honestly just switched one vote. So honestly, what you're saying is not even true. So I got out based on invalidness just because she felt that way. And then, of course, Carly was like, me and Carly had patched it up, and she had said that, you know, okay, I'm not going to vote for you. And she's like, let's go into rooms together so we can tell people like, hey, I'm not going to vote for her. Like, we've thrown away first night, like whatever, we'll deal with it. We've dealt with it. Like, we're not going to hold a grudge. I was like, okay, perfect. So we went into a couple rooms together, but then as soon as Carly got into a room with Kelly and Sam, they switched her mind back. So, I mean, she flip-flopped from one decision to then not voting me out and then to voting me out again. So she went from voting me out to not voting me out to voting me out. So, I mean,
well, who was, like you talk about Carly keeping you in the game, but who was Carly essentially going to target?
Casey.
Casey, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. No, I mean, you don't. This game is so fast. It's like there's not even time to like breathe. I feel like when you're playing this game,
especially when you have 16 newbies, new people. That's the hardest part. I feel like because we never had a season with 16 new people.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. You guys have only had 12.
Yes, and usually it's always a week long, so you'd have more time to socialize. But I feel like the socializing time within your season was like so low. It was way more.
Like, I honestly felt like I only had 10 minutes to talk to people, if that. And you have 2 hours a night. I'm like, how am I just talking to people for 10 minutes? I sucked at that cup challenge, though. I will admit, like, I was doing good before the cup challenge, like, at home practicing. And then I got there, and my hands were, like, shaking. And the balloon, I really wish that the balloon competition was first because I knew I would have been so good at that. Like, I mean, I strategically planned the balloon thing. Like, I pumped up all my balloons beforehand so that they would be loose. And then I'm really good at tying balloons. And then I also had a laundry basket to put all of my balloons in so they'd be in one spot. So I was like...
That's what Laura did in All-Star.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's what Laura did. I don't know if you know Laura. Yeah, but she did that in All-Stars too. That's a good strategy.
Yeah. Great mind. Like...
All right, so you find out you get eliminated. Sucks.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the whole duration, like, because we're doing this on a Wednesday, so we're down to the final 8 right now. So out of the final 8 people that are left, who do you think is playing the best game?
Michelle. Because...
Why do you say Michelle?
Okay, so... I mean, I thought that at first. I was like, that. I mean, she was my number one going into this. Like, that's who I wanted to work with the most, and that's who I wanted to take to the end with me. And it's just because, like, we've both been on a reality TV show, and our endings, like, ending on the reality show, like, her ending wasn't that great, and mine wasn't that great. So it was like, we've kind of got some similarities. And honestly, just because, like, I have a fan base and she has a fan base, so I thought that us together would be really good, like, entertainment. But watching this show, like now that I'm out of it and watching it, I really feel like a lot of people just find Michelle as like a fan, like a celebrity. So they're all fangirling towards her. So they really like her and they're like fangirling towards her. And they literally, when they get into a room with her, they're just like this. Towards her. So I feel like she's got the upper hand because everybody really likes her in that sense. But I mean, also Alex is playing a really good game because he's a comp beast. So,
like, if you had to choose between Alex and Michelle, who would you vote for?
To get out?
To win?
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle?
Of course. And that's not because I'm a fan of hers. Like, I wasn't really a fan of hers in the Big Brother season that she went to. I just thought she was, a little bit. Just wasn't very strategic in the game. But I mean, overall, I liked her as a person, and I really liked that she was into nutrition, and I'm very big on that too. And I mean, I'm into fitness too, so I really liked that about her too, and I thought that she would just be the best. And honestly, I mean, I love a good comeback story. She didn't win Big Brother. Her ending on Big Brother was not that great, and so I really wanted her to win Sequester just so she could be like, yes, see, I can win.
That kind of, you know what that kind of reminds me of? Tiffany.
Oh.
Because Tiffany was on Sequester, and then she got on Big Brother. She won Sequester, didn't do that well on Big Brother, and I guess this is kind of like the opposite, complete opposite of Michelle. Michelle was on the same season as Big Brother, then she went on Sequester. Yeah. So it kind of seems like she does have a good chance.
Yeah, I feel like she would win. But I mean,
I mean,
my fingers are crossed.
that would
So
be
I hope.
3 people. That'd be 3 people from Big Brother to win Sequester.
There you go.
Yeah. So why do you feel? But why do you feel like people are not getting rid of her though? Like obviously, other than fangirling her, do you think at some point that
I feel like
they are gonna
overlooking her? To be honest, they don't think she's like a big threat because I feel like they think that they can take her out down the road. But I mean, that's people's biggest number one mistakes is thinking like, oh, we'll just, even though they're a big threat, we'll take them out later. Like, no, that's stupid. Like, go with your gut. And a lot of people here are saying like, what's the majority doing? What's the majority doing? I'm like, bro, think with your heads. Like, what's good for your game? What do you want to do now? Like, go with that. Go with your gut. Like, don't go with the majority. I mean, that's what we did night one. And yeah, it sent somebody home that shouldn't have gone home. But at least we stuck to our guns and we actually had personalities and we actually went with what we wanted to do. Whereas now everybody's just like, what's the majority doing? I'm like, oh, give me a break.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. We're going with the majority. Well,
Yeah,
who's the majority? Who is it?
There's secret votes. Even if you don't go with the majority, no one's
Exactly.
gonna know.
That's why I feel like with this 8 people left, voting wise, they need to start like voting the way they need to vote.
Yeah. I mean, even if somebody's like, I'm gonna vote out Stephanie, I'd be like, cool, you're gonna vote out Stephanie, and I'm gonna be over here voting out somebody else. Like
I'm gonna be out here voting for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk. Okay, so let's talk about, because you said that you think Alex or Michelle are gonna win. That's not the first time I've heard that, to be honest. So let's.
Dalton has a good chance too, though.
Dalton?
Yeah.
I think he's playing very low on the radar. I think that's what I think. I mean, he sometimes he gets a little bitter with the competitions. I've seen that a little bit, but
yeah.
Overall, I think he's doing pretty good. Okay, so let's talk about after. Someone's already won. For next season, what kind of twists do you think they should add to the game?
I think that there should be, I think it should be kind of like, man, it's just, okay. I didn't like that one person won and then there was just like all these people that you had to choose from to vote. I feel like the person that wins the competitions should put up 2 people.
Like Big Brother?
Yeah, like Big Brother in a sense, but or like, because it's so hard because like when you win, it's nice, but I feel like when you win, you should have the luxury of getting to do something with your win. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like Survivor, though. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but like in that aspect, I mean, it's going to be more like Big Brother than Sequester.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, I understand doing it for maybe like one night of doing it. Yeah. It makes sense, and then not telling anyone about it.
Or just have like, you know, maybe have like hidden challenges like the LOSs, and those people get to pick the 2, like two people, or at least 4 people, something like, you know, like, or have it to where there's competitions like the standing cup thing, and the last person to get the standing cup, the last like 3 people, they're the ones up for elimination because they're the weakest links.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. I'm gonna bring that to Audrey. Okay. So let's talk about some of your favorites. All right. So who from Big Brother not favorite, but who from Big Brother do you think you have a lot of similarities to?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I mean, look-wise, probably people are gonna think like Nicole and I because of the long blonde hair. But personality-wise, I would probably say me and James.
James? Okay.
I like to prank people.
I can see that.
And I don't know, I really like Derek, but I don't like, I mean, I feel like Derek has a really good social game, and I feel like I do too. And he won, so I just automatically want to be like, yeah, I'm like Derek. So, but no, yeah, probably I would be more towards personality type of James, just because like I'd probably be the one like jumping out of closets to scare people.
All right, interesting. All right, so what about, okay, so you have watched past seasons of Sequester, right?
Yes.
So who is your, well, let's start off with, who's your favorite Sequester player?
Oh, well, I didn't watch full seasons. I just watched like clips here or there. But I would have to say, oh, that's a.
I'm just wondering if you're gonna
That's a tough.
pick the. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I really liked Alora. Or that's not right. That's not right. Is that right?
Okay. That's right, Alora. Yeah.
Okay. I really liked her. I really liked Casey. Just because he's a Columbus boy, and I'm a huge fan of Ohio. And I don't know names very well. Like, I don't know names. I don't know. I like
what they look like and what season they're from, because I think I can guess.
Okay. The girl that had blonde hair that won the balloon. I think she might have won the whole thing, the balloon challenge. And I guess she was like an underdog, and then she ended up winning or something. Or maybe she didn't win. I'm not sure.
The one. What do you know? What portion of the balloon? Like what cycle?
I think it was the very end. Maybe it was.
Was it? Well, it can't be Tiffany.
I don't know. I love Tiffany, by the way. I love Tiffany from Big Brother.
I think not Amanda, right?
It could have been Amanda. She's blonde hair.
She's from season 4.
Oh, she might have. That might be who I'm talking about. And then I also like Steve Cronin kid.
Oh, Steve Cronin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you one more question, and then we'll wrap it up and all that jazz. So, okay. So who do you represent? Who do you think you have the most similarities to in Sequester?
This game or like previous games?
Previous games, yeah.
But that's hard too. I have no idea. Probably. Oh God, I don't want to shoot my foot in the mouth, but I would say probably Evie. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Evie, Ame, or probably Casey.
Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see Casey.
I don't know.
Okay, so before we wrap this up, I do want to mention one more thing. Where is it in my notes? Okay, so Catching Kelsey. Where can we find this? Where can we find this?
Okay, I had a feeling that somebody was eventually going to ask me about this. You can't judge me based on Catching Kelsey, though, because honestly, the way they portray me is not how I am. And the first, like, 3 episodes that I'm on there, I'm just, like, really nice, sweet, and, like, how I am really and very real. And then the last episode that I was on it, they just made me seem a little bit cray-cray, and I'm not, like, not at all. So just being mindful, just letting you know. But you can find it on enow.com, I think it is what it is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can look it up really quickly, but I'm pretty sure it's E Network, like the website, I think it's enow.com, and then you're gonna go on to shows and then Catching Kelsey, and then you can watch full episodes on
there. How many episodes were you on?
I was on 4 out of the 8.
4 out of 8? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
You have to tell me what you.
I'm curious on what this is.
Oh gosh, it's a reality.
What's like the concept of it?
Okay, it's like The Bachelor. It's a reality dating show. There's one girl from each state, so I'm West Virginia, and the Bachelor guy is Travis Kelce. So he's the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. So he's an NFL player. So he picks he'll pick one person to go on a date with, and then that girl will then turn around and pick like 5 people to go on the date with her. So it's like survival of the fittest, basically.
I gotta watch that. It sounds interesting, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't really watch The Bachelor, but I guess like I'm gonna take a look into this.
Oh, you should watch this season of The Bachelor because it is so good. I mean,
I hear it's good.
It's so catty, like it's so good. It's just so good.
Yeah. You also said you were a writer too, right? So you do like scripts and stuff like that, and you're also.
Yeah, so I finished a novel. I just finished that, and then I wrote a TV show, and I'm getting ready to film that in April or March here in West Virginia. And then I was on an episode of House of Cards. And
you are? What episode? I watched that show. It
hasn't come out yet.
Oh, God, I gotta get on that.
So yeah. And then yeah, I just do a lot of writing. Like I write poetry and I've got a poetry blog, but I don't really tell anybody that because I'm just so self-conscious about that. But yeah, so I'm a writer, and that's what I do mainly. But I do act too. I mean, everybody who's in who goes to Hollywood and stuff, they act and sing and dance and like the whole spiel. So, so yeah.
That sounds really cool, honestly. And you're into film too and stuff like that too, yeah, right? Because I'm a filmmaker too. Like we got to work together.
Oh, okay. There you go. What do you do? What type of film do you do?
Honestly, I just do like really short films, but I am more bigger into TV. Like I like filming TV is like kind of like what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm going for a master's degree in that, so hopefully
where are you going?
Something going on there. What happened?
Where do you go to school?
College of Staten Island. I graduated, and then I'm going to Brooklyn College in the city.
Oh wow, that's nice. That must be nice.
Yeah.
And actually, I put my casting thing up on Backstage, and we've gotten. I mean, we did a nationwide casting call, but we've really only been picking people from New York to come and like act in my show. And I actually found a guy that, thank God, is like perfect for one of my roles, and he's from Manhattan. So
sweet. All right. Cool.
So if you want to come down and help out,
hell yeah! I can bring my car right there.
Yeah, I live on a farm, so I mean we've got plenty of room.
I got a whole bunch of cameras, got a whole bunch of tripods. I'm down.
I mean, there you go. Yeah.
All right, Jamie, where can everyone find you on social media?
Okay, so all of my handles on social media are the exact same because I just feel like that's so much easier. But on the other hand, it's my last name, which is kind of hard to pronounce. So it's ReichertJ17. So it's Reichert J17. So that's all my handles. And if you just type that in, you'll find me. Or if you type in Jamie Leigh Reichert, you'd find me that way too. But I mean, it's just easier if you just type in my handle. All
right. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap this interview up?
You know what? I have mad respect for Audrey putting this whole thing together. Like, she's super smart, and happy birthday because her birthday's today.
Yeah, happy birthday.
So I have mad respect for her and all of the people that are now working on Sequester. And, you know, I just really enjoyed myself, and I really hope to come back maybe next season or alumni season. I just want to make it past day 2. But I'm auditioning for Big Brother too this summer, so fingers crossed that.
Fingers crossed.
I get on that. Yeah. So.
All right, I guess that wraps up the interview. Thank you, Jamie Leigh, for being a guest on Reality Room Podcast, and until next time, guys. Peace.
Thanks for having me.